round up teams of people and have a lot of fun, but man, we didn't make any money. But we're here to tell you today that, you know what, Monavie is by far the best multi-level business out there. The company pays crazy and they reward crazy. How many of you guys want to go on a free trip? Yeah, everybody in the room better raise their hand. Hello. So for those of you who are new tonight, I just want to, kind of tell you who Steve and I are. We're from West Palm Beach, Florida. We are Crown Black Diamonds in the Monavie business. We had our 5-year anniversary on the 19th of this month, so we just finished 5 years sharing the Monavie opportunity. I'm a retired Delta Airlines flight attendant, and Steve is a retired pro water skier. And we have been married 24 years, so yoo-hoo! Yeah. And we have 4 kids. We have one that's 22, one that's 20, one that's 17, and those are all girls, and then we have a 13-year-old son. So I'm telling you what, this business has been the best thing for our kids and our family. How many of you are drinking the product and you feel something from the product? You sleep better, got more energy? Raise your hand. So wow, so all of the new people see that everyone, almost everybody in here raised their hand that's been drinking the product, except probably for the new people. So that's pretty incredible, isn't it? How many of you in here are making money from the Monavie business? Raise your hand. That's good. So how many of you in here, you can only vote one time, are in here only for the health of the product? Raise your hand. Only the health. Okay. Yes. How many of you in here are in here for the health and the wealth of Monavie? Yeah, everybody should raise their hands. So we're excited to say that Steve and I are here representing the R3 Global system, and this is an R3 Global meeting. Steve and I literally have plugged into a system building this business because I was a flight attendant, he was a retired pro water skier, and him and I said, you know what, we need to win, and we need to win in a big way. So if you're new here tonight, I'm telling you, Steve and I, we got introduced to the business. Our sponsors are Bobby and Linda Robinson, and he literally called our house 12 times to get us on the phone, 12 phone calls. And we didn't have an answering machine or anything like that. He just kept calling and calling. And one day I happened to answer the phone, and he said, hey, Gina, it's Bobby. And I'm like, hey, yeah. And he's like, how's the kids? How's Steve? And I'm like, great. And I'm like, how's Linda? And he's like, great. And he goes, listen, the real reason why I called you is I have this incredible company called Monavie, and people are drinking the product, they're getting crazy results, and the company's paying crazy. And so I literally said to him on the phone, Bobby, how much is it to get in? And he says, well, a couple cases of juice, and you get started in the business. He said, I've been sharing this business for about 4 months, and I'm making $1,400 a week. Well, I worked at the airlines, and I showed up one day, and they took half of my pay away. I went from $63 an hour, of course, U.S., and the next day I showed up, I had to work the same job, the same smile, the same job description, making half of that pay. So yeah, I was standing on the airplane, people are coming on, I'm never going to fly you again. And I would just like go, oh, welcome aboard, do you know where your seat is? And I would be saying to myself, I have got to find a way out of here. I mean, I'm like thinking to myself, I want to be home with my kids. I'm making half of what I used to make. I deserve way more than that. And so when Bobby says, hey, he was making $1,400 a week, I said, oh my gosh, you've got to call Steve. I said, Steve, Bobby Robinson's going to call you. He's got this incredible multi-level business, and it's a product. It's called Monavie. It's a nutritional beverage. People are drinking it, getting crazy results, and he's making $1,400 a week. Steve didn't want to build another network. He avoided his phone call for 3 months, and finally, one day, he happened to answer the phone, and he got us, Steve signed us up. He got us on One Bottle Auto Ship. So if you're new here tonight, I need to explain to you, one bottle doesn't last very long. To have you drink it for all of you new people that are here, you drink 2 ounces twice a day. If you don't have any kind of aches or pains and you're young, You're going to drink 2 ounces twice a day. If you're healthy and everything, you're going to drink it for preventative. If you have any kinds of aches or pains, or maybe you're just restless at night sleeping, you're going to drink about 4 ounces twice a day or a bottle a day. So this one bottle comes in for 3 consecutive months. And I drink the whole thing every single time. Every time it comes in, Steve happens to be out of town doing business. The bottle comes in, and I put it on some ice. I drink it, and I'm like, this is so good. And he comes home, and he's like, I said, oh my gosh, that Monavie came in that Bobby told us about that we got signed up, and it is so good. And he's like, oh great, I want to taste it. And I'm like, I drank it all. So the bottle didn't last very long. And so 3 months we're on this one bottle auto ship. We did nothing at all in the business. So you might have somebody that's in your business that might be not doing anything, but you need to tell them, hey, this is bigger than I ever thought. I'm sorry. You've got to come see this. This is the real deal. This is our ticket out. So we happened to get an email that came in from our sponsor is Bobby and Linda. His sponsor is Charlie and Debbie Powell. And this email came in, and it said that Charlie and Debbie bought a motor coach with their Monavie money. Well, we were like, oh my gosh, we always wanted to have a motor coach to take our kids to the sports games, to the soccer field, to the water ski tournament, pull up, and our kids are all fresh and cool and getting lots of water, and they got to go out and get ready for the game and stretch, and right before they walk out of the motor coach, we go, hey, get your game face on. And they're all fresh and they win the game. We were like, he got a motor coach with his Monavie money? This must be really big. So we drive about 5 hours one way and 5 hours back, and we see this business, and we came home and we said, oh my gosh, we are going to build this. Charlie says, well, we go to Charlie Cow, how do we build this? What do we do? And he says, will you invite friends, family, acquaintances, relatives, and co-workers, and you invite them to your house, and you have a tasting party? And we're like, oh, we can do that. So he goes, here is a map book. I don't think we have any, but we might have some back there or not. But anyways, you want to go on and get a map book from R3 Global. So we follow this map book. It is like a game plan, okay? It's like a plan of action. When you're in a football game, you have got to have a plan to win. You with me? Yeah, they just don't get on the field and clown around. They know what they're doing. Same thing with this business. It is a total game plan. We followed that map book. It said how to have a tasting party. It said don't have food, just have water. Don't bring the chairs out till your people show up. It said have the meeting 1 hour long. It told us how to call and invite people. And we followed that map book to a T in building this business. We didn't deviate, didn't question. We were like following that thing. So Charlie and Debbie show up at our house on a Tuesday night. They come into our house and they set up a banner right in the front doorway, and they got some we call them guest packs, and they have these guest packs, and they're all like photocopy stuff, and nothing was like nice, new, printed. It was all like photo machine, black and white. Okay, so they have these guest packs, and they're handing them out. And they have cold juice, and they have little cups that say drink it, feel it, share it, and she said, hey. Once we get the meeting started, we want you and Steve to go up in front of the room and explain why you're building this. And I'm like, oh, I can talk all night, So I go up and I just said, hey, I'm really looking forward to maybe working less hours and being home with my kids more. And, I said, I got a 50% pay cut, and I would like to get myself some of that pay back that I've lost through everything that's going on with the airlines. So I said, I am so excited, and this product is just amazing, and the company's going to reward us if we promote this product. So then Steve got up and he talked about it. We got all done with the meeting, and I said to Charlie and Debbie, so we were signing people up in the computer. We're like, oh my gosh, we're like, okay, that's all we do? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, we can do this. So we started having tasting parties. There was 8 people at our first tasting party. And we were very disappointed because we wanted more, but we kind of got mad, and we said, okay, we are going to make way more phone calls. We are going to contact way more people. So we kept having tasting parties at our house, and the next one we had about 40 people. The next one was about 86 people, and the next one was 186 people. Yoo-hoo!